Okay, where are we and what are we doing? Well, we're on a hardcore server. As to where, I can't remember. I'll figure it out just as soon as I see something I recognise. Character appears to be well kitted as normal. Stuffed and not stuffed, hydrated and everything. Where are we anyway? I can't remember where we were last time. Ooh, something to look at. Ah, yes, I know where we are. This is the town beginning with P, which I can't remember the blooming name of, which is just south of Zelena, and the military's over there. So I guess I did a run through on the military last time. Oh well, might as well trot on back in, eh? See how many have we got on the server. There's a few. Chosen purely on ping. I'm sort of hoping, or looking forward to the persistent items on a server. So that way you'll be wanting to play on the same server every day, or, you know, on a regular server. Because at the moment I just choose, I let the server list load in, choose by ping, well first hardcore then ping, because I'm playing on a hardcore server. Gates are closed. Now, something a little odd has happened or is about to happen in wider gaming, but it also affects some of the Armour games. And that is that GameSpy are basically going to stop operating. Now, the reason why GameSpy is important is because many game makers used GameSpy to provide their in-game server browser. Pretty much all of Bohemia Interactive's games are like this, with exception to the last one being Armour 3 and this, Dayz A. All other games, that's, you know, Armour 1, Cold Crisis or whatever it's called, and Armour 2, and of course that means the mod for Dayz A use the server provider provided for you by GameSpy, and I think it's either a month or so this is going to be turned off. So if you're playing the mod, I'm not quite sure quite how it's going to be dealt with. I did read somewhere that Bohemia Interactive is going to work out something with, what the heck are you? With Steam. Ah, that's the 2-2 rounds for that funny pistol. Oh yeah, where the heck did you come from? You've come a long way, haven't you? You look right up her skirt, look. So, yes, it's going to have it, but it's not just Bohemia Interactive. There are many, many games that used GameSpy as their sort of master server list. So, I mean, there are many games that I've played over the years that are going to have a negative effect. I'm trying to remember where the road is now. Oh, you can piss off and all. Are you? Well, there's half a bloody clip of ammunition. Did I get tapped by an invisible bloody zombie? I did, didn't I? He was lagging out so bad. Blood my neck. Let's not be within eyesight when he comes back in. So yes, I was saying there are many games that I've played over the years that have relied on GameSpy for server browser. For instance, first game I really got into playing online with a clan, which was Medal of Honor. This is the Allied Assault. I know it's a very old game, but there's still a good, strong community of people playing it, and they're going to be left hanging. I got a sneaking feeling there's some of the Battlefield games are going to be affected. So again, these gamers are going to be left hanging by the fact that a company has decided to stop doing whatever it was that it was doing. So it's going to have an effect on games from Bohemia Interactive, although Bohemia has said that it will be doing something about that. Because it's also like, on some games, it's the CD authentication system to actually let you play online. Because with some games, all you have to do is add a server browser. Is if you know you can direct connect, in other words, you don't need a server browser. If you know the IP of the server you want to join, then you're fine. But some games rely on the services of GameSpy for actually letting you play online at all, because they do like an authentication thing that your copy of the game is legitimate and that you can play online. So yeah, GameSpy going tits is a big deal. It's a very big deal to the PC gaming community, because quite a lot of the PC gaming community rely on their service. So whether it's every single game, don't know. Really not sure whether it's all games, but it's definitely something that if you like to play an older game, and I'm talking within a couple of years older. Ooh, an ACOG. What are you? Pristine. What's mine? Pristine. Do I need another one? Yeah, I'll pick it up just in case I get to play with... it's Friday, so the weekend is coming. I may end up playing with Gatto and Pip over the weekend, and they may like the idea of an ACOG, so I'll grab that for them. But yes, I was saying, if you play other PC games, check out to see whether or not the server browser uses GameSpy, and then check out whether or not it's going to be negatively affected by that, because I don't think all games rely on it, and all games that use the GameSpy, maybe not all games are going to go, because if the company has paid them some extra money to keep the servers online, then I think GameSpy will be keeping them online. It's the games where the company is not interested in paying GameSpy for the server, because I think GameSpy has been asking for a little too much money. And if you notice, more of the modern games, especially the ones being released on Steam, don't rely on GameSpy anymore. I mean, even Bohemia Interactive have made the move to using Steam, not only as a content delivery system, but also the server browser is powered by Steam rather than GameSpy. So yeah, that's the GameSpy bit. That's real negative for the whole wider gaming community. So where to go and what to do? Do we just go up to Zelena, or do we nip down to Berezino? First we've got to find a hole in the bloody wall. Looks like we've got one over here. Strange, no more Z activity other than that one. Quick check around that I'm not actually being tagged from a distance. Now we've got to find a hole in the bloomin' fence. Oh, come on. Hole in the fence. Not after much. Oh, you're having a giraffe. I've got to walk this far to get a hole in the fence. Bloomin' thing. Let's put the weapon away. Oh, I'm back to being healthy. It's one of the reasons you keep your energized and you're hydrated so high. Getting tapped by a zombie is less of a concern. I mean, obviously you don't want to be backed into a corner where you get beaten on unmercilessly. Especially when being tapped is so... what's it called? So flaky at the moment. I mean, I got tapped by that zombie after I'd shot him. That's never good. So let's come up into this little area here where hopefully we cannot be easily observed. And have a munch. Little bit of... now, I've been carrying this around. This will dry my mouth out or drop my hydrated status because it's so dry, but there is so much energy in a bag of rice that bags of rice are blooming excellent for increasing your hydrated status. You see my hydrated dropped. Now, this will have liquid, as well as food. But because I've eaten a whole bag of rice, we've got to be mindful of the amount of stomach contents, you know, how big our tummies are, and not overdoing it. Still haven't got my hydrated back. I'm probably going to have a drink as well. But yeah, when I read that thing about GameSpy, I was really quite shocked, and especially the implications. So many little communities out there who are still playing old games. Strong little communities of people who are playing old games. I mean, there are still people playing old Medal of Honor, you know, Allied Assault. Sort of where I cut my teeth when it comes to online gaming. Yay, got my hydrated status back, and the first stuffed. So, where to go and what to do? There's a thing I want to go and find that I keep on meaning to do, and I'm in the area, so I will go have a look for it. There's supposedly an old statue somewhere around here, and I just don't know where it is precisely. I don't have a map. One of the rare occasions needing a map is a good idea. These are these nice little houses where you don't tend to get zombies. You can, if you're fresh spawn and you just want to string together some lightweight looting, there are places like this where there are no zombies. You might be able to pick up a tin or two. God, I used to get so much more up here. I'll put your fists down here, Wally. You get little places like this where there should be some loot. Ooh! I can do without blooming rubber banding. Bloomin' things. Come on, get my butt over here. Rotten fruit. Ooh, a pair of shoes. Don't know if you get anything upstairs. No. It's a shame, really. Not as much stuff as I had hoped. Back in the days in the mod, that always used to be a good place to look in one of those little sheds. But it's a little annoying that we've got things within the game. There's an axe you used to find. You used to see this, and there would be an axe sticking out of it. And you think, I don't want that. And firewood and maintenance of firewood is going to be a thing. Well, look, there's a whole cord of wood, and there's another cord of wood there. I shouldn't have problems finding wood. It's like making fireplaces in the game. Fireplace, yeah? A little oven, or a little fireplace, cords of wood, and a chimney. Sort of should be fine for wooden stuff, shouldn't you? because it's actually part of the scenery in the game. So that type of thing sort of needs to become a little interactive. Not quite sure how they're going to do that. Now I can't remember where the heck I'm going, where I'm actually heading. So I'm just going to generally wander about and see if I can find anything of any great interest. But to be honest, I doubt it somehow. I think it's this wood. I can't remember. Anyway, talk to you in a bit. Okay, found ourselves a little village. I should do more of this aimlessly wandering about bit rather than actually planning to go places. It's mixed up to my game style. I normally tend to go from one place to another and then back again, or, you know... Actually, how many rounds is there? There's 41 rounds left in that. Actually, maybe I should... Yeah. Have a little... No, don't want a chamber. That's better. Keep my head down, do a little bit of looting. See what I can find. See if there's anything to find. No Zeds yet, I'd like to keep it that way. All these radios in here, I'd love to be able to interact with them, you know. But you see, there's a fireplace. Perfectly good fireplace. I should be able to put a fire in that. Lock this door and have it as my home. That would be cool, wouldn't it? I think I'd like the mattress on that bed. A bit on the skinny side, isn't it? Sort of like them to rework some of these houses later on, you know, make some of more of these doors enterable. I haven't seen a zombie, which is normally the sign when I hear an Iraq behind me. Like that. Oi! Piss on off. Bloody zombies. Ooh, water source, I need that. Oh, wrong button. Wrong game, wrong button. Now this might be a little... yeah. Might not be the most sensible. Where was he? There he is. Right. I have a few seconds. Put that down. Wait, quickly. Put in hands. Fill bottle. New zombie has not spawned in yet. Oh, put the fists down, you plonker. And then... wrong pistol. I don't want pistol. Rifle. Thank you. Right. I've had a... Did I actually get a drink out of that thing? I have now. Oh, this room is normally... This building is normally very disappointing. If you don't find anything there... and you don't find anything here, I've never found anything upstairs. No, most of these are fairly low yield. This isn't bore, is it? No. I'm over a bit. Always think this thing up here should be a water source. because that's a public little fountain thing for washing your clothes. Yes, in some parts of the world they have public washing areas. Oh, it'd be nice if my frame rate would slip up a little bit, because it's tanking at the moment. I'm going to have a look at DX Story, although someone told me that with the MSI Afterburner there's now a piece of recording software, and that might be a good thing to have a look at. I don't mind paying for my software if I know it's really going to be good. Made a mistake with Bandicam. I was told it was the best, it was a good solution, but everybody who watched my Bandicam videos recorded with Bandicam didn't like them. So I'm back to using Fraps, but Fraps kills my frame rate, and yeah, not so good. Really wish the Fraps guys would do some work on that. Right, let's put this weapon away, I don't need it now. No more zombies. But yeah, I'll have a look at that MSI one. My frame rate is still tanking. Oh well, catch up with you in a minute. So, run along a little further. I can see the tower blocks over there. So below is probably down there somewhere. Another little village to go and have a little look at. Not that I need much, but hey. Generally just tromping about today, without actually a goal in mind, which is sometimes quite fun. Just to take you to unfamiliar parts of the map. Don't see any Zeds. Little buggers will see you from this distance, won't they? Now those greenhouses are normally fairly good for loot. General little tromp along, let's see what we can find. I must admit, I'm a little cream cracker. The reason why you haven't had any videos, or many videos this week, is because went to see my mum yesterday, day before, and my mum lives down in Cornwall, and I live in Portsmouth, and that's like a 4 and a bit hour drive. So drove down on Wednesday, drove back yesterday, and it rained nearly all the way back, and British roads in the rain, not good. Doesn't actually look like that village has much in the way of Zeds. Should we go have a little look? Let's have ourselves a little play. Got through 9 rounds in the last village. So let's see if there's anything in here worth having. But it's always the problem with Dayz A. Once you're all kitted up like I am, what's there left to do? Well, you go explore and give zombies grief. Sounds perfectly reasonable to me. Yeah, these buildings used to be better for loot. Used to be able to get water from those, but I don't think you can anymore. Nope. This one's quite high up. Do love the attention to detail in these buildings. Again, I would like to be able to use that fireplace. See what we can find. No Zeds yet. Of course there's another well over there. That would be another source of water, but not anymore. It's like those used to have an axe sitting in the top. But you see, there's a cord of wood. I could have that. No player activity, but to be honest, that's not of any great surprise. It's been quite a while since I've seen any evidence of other players. Just the way the mod is. There's so many servers. The time of day that I play. I mean, it'll be different tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Saturday, and we're likely to see a lot more players around. Because it's the weekend. I don't think America is up yet, or if it is, it's only just getting up. Here in Europe, it's or in England, it's what? No, it's 3:30 in the afternoon. So yeah, I think America's up by now. Reddit comes alive when the Americans get up. Wait, let me jump. Thank you. So it would appear that there were no zombies at all in that village. That's quite a sizable village not to have any zombies. Mind you, I call it a village. It was about a collection of about 5 houses. That's really only a hamlet. Let's have a little pop along into here. More blooming low fences. Wait, let me jump. Thank you. And this building is well, you occasionally find things on the chairs, but I don't bother going upstairs in this one anymore. Loot is scarce. Put my gun away. See, they put these streams in, which is nice. It's a shame we don't have running water. The engine is capable of it. There were demonstrations showing the VBS3, which is a program that's very closely related to Dayz A and to Arma, and they've got running water in that. So yeah, would have been nice. Would have been nice to have running water. I didn't find any food in any of those houses I went into. Is that power lines over there? Have I come far enough north to hit the power lines? I have indeed. Yay! Well, I know precisely where I am now. Those used to my videos, you can ignore the next half minute because I'm going to describe power lines and why they're useful to everybody who's never seen my videos before. Right, power lines. They are useful to navigation because they start somewhere and go somewhere. This pair of power lines run from Electro to Zelenogorsk, and this one I'm about to go under goes to the substation in Zelenogorsk, and the other end is the substation in Cherno. This power line goes to the same substation in Zelenogorsk, but the other end is the power station in Electro. Let's go along to the Red Barn, because they can normally be quite reasonable for loot, upstairs at least. This town starts with a K. Is it Clem or something? I can't remember. I think it's a K. Back in the days, you see that. You see over there, there's like a hang on, a slot cut in the woods. That's where the power lines go. And I have run these power lines more times than I care to mention. Because they're so easy to follow, and you can follow them at night as well, because you can see above your eye, you can see above you that there's a when against the sky, you can see the power lines against the sky, so you can still navigate at night. Expecting a few zombies around here. Always used to be. Ooh, rabbit! Let's go up the top. Rotten bit of fruit. Nope, nothing there. Of course, there's no way of knowing if this particular area has been looted or not. And we have a pipe wrench, which you would be welcome of if you were a fresh spawn. A rotten pepper. The way these bars are just at the wrong height to be able to see. It just means there's not a single bloody zombie over there. Odd. And a fire axe. I tell you what, if you were a newbie, you would love that. It's badly damaged, but right now that doesn't really matter. And a can of drink, which we shall have. We check that. And nothing along there. Right, let's go down the ladder in the middle and see if there's anything on the floor. One of the downsides, one of the many downsides that makes hardcore harder, is you can't see the bottom of the ladder when you're going down it, where in regular you can. And you've got to remember to bring your weapon out again. Yep, it's there. Let's find a corner and drink that drink. No point carrying it. It's all part of the character maintenance, keeping him well fed and well hydrated. Doesn't look like there's much in here, does there? Take a slurp of my drink because I'm starting to cough and choke. No, bugger all here. Oh, this annoys me. Come on. If I've used it, make it disappear off my hotbar. I mentioned this in one of my previous videos. I think it's worth repeating, especially if Brian's watching. I would like to see a canned benchmark in the game. Preferably official, so that we can test our systems. You know, make settings changes, because it's always what I used to use in Arma 2, was you would just go into one of the canned benchmarks to see if it worked. If the changes you'd made had worked. Ooh, the TV tower is coming into view. Oh, the second I look at it... Ah, there it is. You see it in the distance? That's about 3 kilometers away. Ooh, I forgot this building was here. Now, do you see this building? This sort of mustard-coloured one looks a bit simple. When you compare it to this, it looks a bit simple. There's a reason why it looks a bit simple. It gets a little better as you get closer. But the reason being... Bloody motorcycle leaving the car park. Go away. Right, yes, the reason why it looks different is because this is one of the few models, this here, and that one over there, are some of the few models from Arma 1. Notice, very, very simple. Because this is the graphic quality, if you like, of Arma 1. And they didn't use many of the assets from Arma 1 in Arma 2, and therefore in the Dayz A mod and Dayz A standalone. But that model is from Arma 1, which is actually quite an old game now. still got my gun. That's good. These buildings are normally good for a few bits and bobs. And there we go. What's that? That's the blaze. You'd be thankful of that if you found it. And there we've got a light. I've got a light, I think. Yes, I have. Haven't had a chance to use it yet. Just simply haven't gone onto a nighttime server for a while. Some ammunition for the Mosin. Woolly hat. Cooking pot. Now, do I want to start taking cooking pots? Because actually, cooking isn't actually a thing yet. It's just a long time since I've seen a cooking pot. When the alpha first started, they were quite a common item. And they've got 5 slots. I think they occupy 4. So we'll take it. And I've got that, so I can eat that. Let's not stand here in the open, eh? Let's go up here. Because I'm going to have to put my weapon away to eat that. But yeah, the cooking pot. Cooking is going to become a big issue, or is going to become an extra layer of complexity in the game, which I'm looking forward to. It's like fire making and things like that. You know, I'm hoping that things like the rice will... can I put that in there? No, I can't. I can just swap it. Yeah, things like the rice will become... I don't know if it'll become more nutritious, but hopefully it'll be able to digest more, and also it won't strip you of your fluid if it's cooked. I'm going to tempt fate and say it out loud. I haven't seen a zombie for a while. There you go, I've said it out loud now. Here, zombie, 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 zombie. Nope. So Zelenogorsk is roughly in that direction, because we know of that because of the power lines, and also we can see the TV tower and its relationship within this, you know, its importance of this portion of the map. Yeah, I'm looking forward to cooking. I'm definitely looking forward to hunting. You know, apart from ammunition, I won't need to come in. I won't need to come into populated areas at all. Then I will, because otherwise it'd be a bit boring. But let's head roughly off in this direction. See what's what. A little greenhouse up here. They're normally reasonable for loot. Was that another town without a zombie? Odd. Or another village. I shouldn't call them towns, because they're not blooming towns. What we got? What we got? Not a lot. What are you? Water purification tablets. Don't think they do anything yet. How would you use them anyway? Like that, like... And they all go, bang. Yeah, they still bugged. You have purified your water. Yeah, but water doesn't make you sick. And again, I'll check these 2 rooms, but I've never found a damn thing in either one. Used to get quite a lot here, but you don't seem to get much there anymore. You pretty much always get something in this section, and occasionally you'll get something in here. There you go. Can of drink. So, yeah, the distribution of spawn, of loot, sorry, does seem to have changed a wee bit. Oh well, looks like I'm heading to the TV tower. As I say, Zelenogorsk is just over there. About 2.5 kilometers away, and there's a couple of barracks, two-story military, some people call it the jail. There's, what else is in Zelena that's of note? There's a little medical centre thingy, and there's a police station. So, you know, all worth having. Yeah, all worth having. Right, catch up with you in a minute. Here, you know I was talking about power lines. We're about to cross another set. This single set of power lines runs from the substation in Zelenogorsk all the way across the map to the power station north of Berezino. Berezino, if you think about it, is one of the more common spawn points. So if you find yourself spawning in Berezino and you want a bit of an adventure, find the power station, find these power lines and just follow them. You will go through enough little towns and villages to kit up, and at the other end of it is Zelenogorsk, which will, as I say, I have the military and medical supplies that I mentioned earlier, as well as being able to nip over and you know, go to places like Green Mountain here for the military that's there, which we're going to pop in and have a look at. There's normally only a couple of Zeds up here. Zelenogorsk, that will keep you busy for Zeds. There's normally dozen zombies in Zelenogorsk, so you'll have to have your wits about you running around there. But no, that set of power lines, that's a good set of power lines, because that'll get you right across the map, from the far northeast of the map right down to Zelenogorsk, which anyone who's used to my videos knows I spend a lot of time in Zelenogorsk. So we're coming up here a little closer. What are we doing for players? Cool, there's only another 3 people, so there's only 4 of us on this server. As I say, I don't deliberately choose servers that are depopulated. I choose servers purely on ping. What is my ping, actually? 17. It's not bad, is it? So we're getting close enough to have to think about being able to defend ourselves, so out comes the old weapon. Let's see what's what. Only one entrance into this area. You can't exactly sneak. Sometimes I miss the old bits of rubble you used to have lying around. There used to be a wrecked helicopter up here and a few other bits and bobs. So, on that building you can get up to the 2nd story, but you can't get any higher, which I think is a bit of a shame. And I think I've never seen more than 2 zombies here. Sometimes there's only 1. I'm normally coming in from that direction. I'm normally coming south to here. Got to be very careful of these gates because of this fence, and they push you. The way to open a gate is approach the middle of the gate, and in this case, run backwards. Otherwise, it will scoop you into that void there. So I'm fully expecting at least 1 zombie here. If there isn't, I'll be surprised. You'll find some loot there and some loot upstairs, but that'll be conventional loot. Military loot with this building. Wherever you see this building on the map, you will occasionally find some loot out here, of which there is some loot. Sometimes military. Used to be military with the mod, not always now. And then obviously indoors. And I've not seen a single zombie here, which I think is unusual. At the moment, the zombies are bugged when it comes to coming in here. 4 out of 5 times when they run in here, they'll be through the floor. And at which point, they're no bother to you. So what have we got in here? A Chernaroos Movement Red Star Military Beret. There's a blood test kit. And a bag and some old boots. You tend to get loot in this area, sometimes hidden by... There you go, there's some SKS rounds. And we have an M4. That'll do someone nicely. What was the conditions that in? Pristine? What's mine in? Mine's warm. Now is it worth swapping it out? Well, not really, because I... Another can of drink. Some rounds for the SKS. Another thing of drink. You'd be surprised how far away you can be from something and still pick it up. Very often there's something up there. At the moment it doesn't seem to matter that your weapon is damaged or not. Or I always go up that last bit backwards, by the way. Because the one and only time I've ever found someone up here, they were up there. I don't need that. Pick that up. Boonie hat. What am I wearing on my head? Flat cap. Nothing in the Red Mountain pack. That, by the way, is how certain things like fridge freezers and cupboards are going to work. You'll go up to it, do that, and you'll then be able to look inside and be able to swap things about. Hasn't been implemented yet. I'm sure it will be. Well, devs say it will be. More cans of drink. Cans of drink obviously give you fluid, but they give you energy as well. So, you know, it's worth picking up. What are you? Oh, your trousers. And another boonie hat. Do I want a boonie hat? Nah, let's keep Farmer Giles look going. Let's come along here to somewhere to eat and drink all those things I picked up. As I say, I tend to keep couple of canteens full of water, just on those off chances that I do need it, and I have done today. After eating all that rice, I needed to drink half a canteen. But picking up cans of drink and food will do you most of the time. But there's no point carrying it any distance. Maybe if I was going up north, I would to the very far north. I would. Have a look at carrying a few, because there's very little water up there. Now that one's got 0% in it, that's annoying. Go over there, you. And there's my tin opener. Let's open that tin. I need all of that. Still got a bit of space. I suppose I shouldn't have picked that up. I don't know. I'm not sure when the patch with cooking comes in, at which point I'll want to pick up a pot. But right now, not so important. Oh, well, let's get rid of all this bullshit off here. Go away. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do the whole thing. Bloody thing. Got my gun. But no zombies here, which is unusual. This is the second or third place I've been where there haven't been any zombies. I suppose I've got enough time to look up there. By the way, this door is always open, or it spawns in open. I did read somewhere... Ooh, a couple of pairs of trousers, look. What's the state of my current trousers? Pristine. Piss off then. I did read somewhere or hear somewhere that soon doors in buildings will be set to open and close by random. So you won't be able to look at a building and say no one's been in there or someone's been in there or whatever. And also they will open and close randomly whilst you play, so you lose that ability. Okay, that's unusual, there's nothing here. Yes, there is. Some gas, doesn't look to be in terribly good condition. Badly damaged. I'm carrying a gas container, I don't need another one. Do like this view distance. It makes the game more entertaining, but damn it, it kills people's frames rates. So that over there is Zelenogorsk, and it's quite a sizable. It's quite a sizable town. Ooh! Just had a message saying restart initiated 2 minutes. Right, let's get ourselves somewhere relatively safe. Oh, I'm glad they do that now. I don't know if that says global admins, server restart initiated 2 minutes. God, we're getting messages about that now. Let's see if we can get out into the woods before the server restarts. Because knowing my luck, there'll be zombies when I come back. So let's get out of Dodge, let's go and find a bush. And I suppose at that point we will take advantage of that and call an end to today's play session. Hopefully over the weekend I'll be getting together with the lads and we'll be making some more videos. But for today, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And there we go. The server goes down. So, talk to you later, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye.